Concurrent viewers, 3. Please stand by. Cool. Now we're 7 seconds in.
Wow.
Yeah, so what's going on, everyone? Captain Whitehall, I got
Private
introduce yourself,
Stevenson.
aka Candy Boy. And yeah, so finally got a live stream going after being busy for most of the summer, end of the summer, now going into fall. So I apologize for that, everyone. So I guess wait for chat to kick up and see what we can do.
Hopefully video comes on before too long.
Or oh yeah, our live feed.
Yeah.
It'd be a little nice.
Just a little bit.
See if I can get us going up. See what we're looking at here on our phone.
Yeah. On our phone?
My phone.
That's what I thought.
Our stream. My phone.
There you go.
There we go. We're live now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're good.
Cool.
So yeah, we just gotta have the chat going. Should be nice. So everyone, please, questions, comments. Gaslight Studios, how's it going? See, make sure everything's actually in focus. Okay, yeah, we got good focus. A little more on your goofy face.
Yeah, let's
there we go.
We don't want to scare away our viewers.
Hey, what's going on, Freud? How's it going, Battle Bear? So, yeah, what have you been up to since, what, July? Since our last real event?
Starting school, finishing up work.
Yeah, that's also a reason why there hasn't been many streams. I got back, starting up school back in college, so...
Hey, Turnin.
Oh, yeah, hey, what's going on, Turnin?
So, been pretty busy myself.
Yeah, job, school. Now it's the real world school. Now that you're in college, no longer high school, so that must be fun.
I guess. I mean, I gotta pay for it, so...
Yeah, it's kind of the downside.
Don't have much room for failure.
Yep. Kind of much like the unit, though. We don't fail. We just strive for everything better.
I don't know. I mean...
So, good question. Why do you think the US Sharpshooters didn't switch to Spencers? It was hard enough to get Sharps rifles in the Sharpshooters' hands already.
Yeah.
Plus, with a higher rate of fire, plus Spencers didn't really quite have the long-range capabilities yet of the Sharps rifles.
Yeah.
So, Sharps was kind of the obvious choice for them anyways. But,
I mean, we did use the... Was it the Spencer's repeating? Yeah,
they were repeating rifles. You still had to cock the hammer back, but you would drop the lever and everything like that. So.
Yeah.
See, Gaslight Studios, would you ever consider doing flintlock if you got the opportunity? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Especially like a...
Rev War.
Rev War?
Yeah.
Yeah, because...
Or 1812.
Or 1812, yeah. That'd be a lot of fun. When saw a Viking reenactment in SoCal today, I felt bad for them in the 90-degree heat.
Yeah.
That would be insane, especially if they're wearing like wool pelts and not wool pelts, like fur pelts and stuff like that. I mean, that stuff's heavy.
Yeah.
It traps in a lot of heat.
The only way I would do a Viking reenactment was if I was doing it in Norway or Iceland.
Oh, absolutely.
Or somewhere like that.
Absolutely.
Like somewhere like South California, no.
I mean, why not? I mean, the Vikings technically did raid into, hotter climates, so it'd be accurate to an extent.
To an extent, but still.
Yeah.
I would be on a longboat, and I would get killed in the middle of the North Sea. That's the only way I would do it.
Some Michigan sharpshooter units used the Spencer. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So did units like the 66th Illinois. They used the Henry. They were used more as skirmishers, though, than they really were sharpshooters. I mean, the sharpshooters mostly, or the U.S. sharpshooters were also used mostly as skirmishers, but they did do sharpshooting duties as well. So Rev War out in the East Coast. Yeah,
That's
East Coast
cool.
kind of seems to be where the big scene is for it. I would definitely love to do that.
Yeah.
We do have a group here in Washington State that also does Rev War.
Yeah.
And it's really gaining some ground. They've taken in a lot of World War II and Civil War reenactors who do it. Andy Higgins from the 20th. He does Rev War.
And he has a pretty solid impression from what I've seen.
Well, I mean, he's British. That should.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he knows what he's doing.
Have we ever heard of Brandon F?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know many people in the reenacting community who haven't heard of Brandon F by now. I mean, the guy's got, what, 35,000 subs? Last I checked.
Like that.
He's got a lot.
Yeah.
Grant Della Vella. Hopefully, yeah. Della Vella? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going well, man. How about yourself?
Plus, I mean, he covers a wide range of topics, Brandon F.
Yeah. Yeah, he does, what, World War II Russian, Rev War.
Yeah.
I don't think he does Civil War.
I know he focuses mainly on the British forces,
Yeah.
especially Rev War, and I think he's done 1812 as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I liked his
Maybe.
I liked his little series on Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
during the Rev War.
Or
Oh, nice! You've met him in 54K. So yeah, last time I saw his sub count was like 35K.
yeah.
So obviously it's gone up from there.
Then
Was my phone going off?
yeah, I've only gotten the announcement.
Oh, yeah. It's just work.
Cool.
Work related stuff. It's my day off. I don't want to talk about work related stuff.
Plus, I really loved his comparison from a blank fired
Yeah.
musket compared to an actual live fired musket.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard some people actually kind of complain about like his YouTube presence, kind of like how he presents stuff. Like I've heard some people kind of be like, oh, he kind of seems like a, oh my god, like he's higher above people. It's like, no, that's just how he delivers it. That's just how he talks. It's very informative. Like,
Yeah.
let the guy do his thing. He does great videos. They're awesome.
He has a personality. I doubt he's like that in real life.
Yeah. Really, that's actually how he talks.
I thought he was American.
He is, I think.
I know
Or
he's
Canadian?
Libyan and Britain.
He's either Canadian or American. He's one of the two.
Yeah.
Because I always see the poppy. So that's kind of my guess, at least. I could be wrong. I'll happily admit if I'm wrong. Gaslight seems to know. Well, obviously he's met him, so definitely knows a lot more about him. So yeah, anything you can fill in on us more about him, be greatly appreciated.
Yeah. I mean, he's one of the staples of the reenacting community on YouTube.
Oh, absolutely. Metal Bear, I would love to do Russian Civil War someday. Yeah, definitely not very popular. I would have to agree with that, but it would definitely be cool to do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's from Ohio.
Oh, Ohio.
All right. Cool.
Ohio. Oh, I hate Ohio.
Why do you hate Ohio?
Because I'm from Michigan.
Okay.
Everybody from Michigan hates Ohio. It's a staple of Michigan.
I'd have to ask Dan and Brian about that.
They will tell you that most people from Michigan hate
I
Ohio.
think Brian's from Ohio.
Brian's dead to me. Brian is dead to me.
Hey, Mac, how's it going? It's been a while.
I mean, that's what happens when you don't stream in 2 months.
Get off me. I've been a busy boy. Sewing projects. Work. Oh my god, work, yeah. And like I said earlier, school.
Yeah.
Lives in New England.
I thought he moved to Britain not too long ago.
Like I said, I haven't seen his videos in a while, so
Yeah.
you would probably know a little more than I would.
Yeah. I haven't watched him in like a month or two, I think.
You know what? I'm going to get a little comfy. I'm going to take my boots off, so any questions for this guy while I'm doing this, ask away.
Yeah. Oh. Chat. Catch up.
Yeah.
See, everybody here hates Ohio. I grew up in Stockbridge, which is in Ingham County. It's got East Lansing in it, so that's where I grew up. But I moved to Washington, like
You're a little kid. Like, little kid, weren't you?
I was 10 when I moved to Oregon.
Okay. So, less than 7 years you've been in Washington.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a 4-letter word.
Work is a 4-letter word, Andrew. Good God, it is. And Mac, you're working on your own suspenders. Hell yeah, dude.
That's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Favorite reenacting experience or reenactment experience?
For me,
I've got a lot, so I'll let you go first.
Okay, we were at Snoqualmie. It was the last year we did it, and it was either the second battle on the first day, no, it was the second battle on the last day, and we're just running across this like hill towards the artillery, and a ground charge went off like right next to me.
Oh yeah, that scared the living hell out of you too.
I know. I just feel like this blast of heat on the left side of me, and I jumped to my left, and I look down, and I just see this smoldering ground charge. I'm like, oh no!
Yeah, ground charges will get you. Yeah, if you've never had a real good experience with a good ground charge or the flash pots that shoot up peat moss and all that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, those will.
The ones they make down in Oregon.
Yeah, those will jar you up really well. So actually, one of my favorite experiences has to do with one of those.
Oh.
So one of my favorite ones was at Fort Steilacoom, which is no longer an event, sadly. This was I want to say it was my first season that I was first sergeant as in the company. And they did kind of a little piecemeal thing. So it's like, hey, we're going to send, a couple guys here and a couple, unit out. We'll send a unit out.
Yeah.
Well, of course, us being skirmishers, they sent us out first.
Yes, you do.
And so, we went out. We're changing fire left and right. And of course, we're sharpshooters. We shoot Sharps rifles. We're going to pack a ton of rounds.
Oh, yeah.
And, things started heating up. Well, we kind of went off into the trees and just hunkered down. And there was maybe 5, 6 of us.
Yeah.
That's when the unit was still really, really small.
Yeah.
And so we're just hunkered down in the trees. Full battle's raging at this point. And us kind of hanging out in these little trees. We're not shooting. No one knows that we're around. So we ended up behind Confederate lines.
Oh.
And we're like, oh. And I look at our captain at the time, and he just looks at me and goes, shit. I'm like, all right. It's like, we're not going to fire. We're not going to shoot. So we're holding down, and this company wheels. I mean, God, from me to the corner post of my bed right here. Right there. Everything's inverted. They wheeled. They did not see us. And this is a group from Idaho. And it's a unit that they take at-risk youth. And try to get them more engaged in the community, kind of get them away from whatever bad influence they had. Like, okay, cool. So we're there, and we see one of our favorite companies come up and start hitting them on kind of their left oblique. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, cool. They're held down. At this point, like, they're unsupported. So we rose up out of this brush and trees and just rushed towards them. Oh. And their captain looks back and goes, God damn, it's the Perdans! And just their entire NCO corps, their officers, their colors, half their company, I mean, they just broke.
No.
I've never seen a unit just break out of fright and terror like that. And, it was kind of hokey afterwards. Like, hey, good job. And they were hugging us and all that. And like, hey, is it cool? We'll go back over there. And then, like, we just got here, traveled all night from Idaho. Like, they're from Boise, which is to the eastern, or from Western Washington. I mean, for me, it's a 5-hour drive to Steilacoom. Yeah. So those guys had at least 8-9 hours.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it was one of those really cool moments. I've never seen a unit break like that before. Anyways, back to the chat. Let's see what we got here.
So that's where we left off.
Work. That's why you stopped 7 years ago, Andrew. I don't blame you. Yeah. One day I'll be there, hopefully.
I would love to see
a weekend-long siege reenactment with trenches being dug and a breach being made. Oh, absolutely, yeah, Gaslight. That'd be so cool. Awesome. Something like an actual real Petersburg, Vicksburg or something like that. That'd be really cool. Battle of the
Crater. An actual Battle of the Crater.
Sank a Billy Bridge with artillery simulators when you were in the... Oh, hell yeah, Andrew. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Any tips for dying in general? I'm trying to improve my acting, and I've always been shy when it comes to dying. So, Battle Bear, the thing with dying is people don't a lot of people just do the kill shot. You know, bang, you're dead. But roll around, scream, yell, you know, rip your coat open, try to act like you're trying to like staunch bleeding from a wound.
Yeah.
But definitely scream and yell a lot more. That's something I actually got a lot of tips from my grandfather on, because he served in Vietnam. He was an infantry marine. He was a scout sniper. He saw a lot of the ugliness that war has to bring. And he even said, he's like, you know, a lot of more people being wounded, long drawn out deaths, screaming, you know, crying for their mothers, crying, you know, crying for a stretcher bearer. Something like that would be a lot better than just bang, and that's it. No, roll around, oh my God, you know, scream, act like you're, you know, and the whole falling forward, it did happen, but I mean, you're getting hit with a 500 grain lead slug. That's going to knock you on your ass. It's going to knock you back. You know, so, you know, fling your body around.
I've done that a couple times.
I'm usually banged up after an event if I take wound shots or kill shots because I'll throw myself. I mean, you've seen it.
Oh yeah.
It hurts. Like if you do not take a good hit and die and you're not hurt to an extent afterwards, you know, landing on your canteen's gonna hurt. Or your bayonet.
I've busted the tins in my cartridge box.
Yeah.
I landed on them so hard.
I've done that too, especially when I was enlisted.
I like pulled them out and I was like, oh man, I couldn't believe I just fell on them that hard.
Oh God, Grant. Kid got knocked out. I mean, I actually have a scar. Let's see if we can do this. Ah! It's right there. It used to be right here, but it's moved as I have gotten older. My face has stretched. That was really weird. Sorry, guys. We were a rear guard, and it's like, you know, you need to delay them. It's like, well, we're out of ammo. We went through 100 rounds already. So we led a charge. I took a hit, went down running. Well, little did I know, my sharps took a nosedive into the ground and went. As I looked up, I see the corner of the butt, and it caught me right here. And, yeah, I should have gotten stitches on it, honestly, but I'm no wimp. I've only had 5 stitches in my life, or 6, when I should have like 60.
I think
1,000.
I had stitches for my wisdom teeth, and that's it.
Raul Castro, what do you think about the Gettysburg reenactments being stopped for good? They're actually not stopped for good. There is some people who are really working on getting out there, getting another event going.
Yeah. And even then, there's still the blue and the gray.
Yeah, there's still BGA. However, I have my own personal thoughts about GAC. What they first started was great, and then what it turned into definitely was not for the reenactors. I'll leave my short explanation on that. But a group that I'm a member of, I'm actually the event coordinating person for that. The executive event coordinator. It's called the North-South Living History Guild. It's up and coming. And it's going to be a countrywide thing. And it's basically we're going to be buying our own private land for reenactors to use for, you know, events for reenactors by reenactors. So definitely keep an eye out for that coming down the road in coming years. So it'll definitely be, you know, it's not going to go away. Gettysburg is not going to go away. That is too much of a staple in the hobby.
Oh, yeah.
But also to answer your comment, Raul, there's a decline, yes, but no. You know, the older generations, they're getting out of it, absolutely. Oh, yeah. But there is a lot younger generations coming into the hobby, but they're, you know, the more progressive, authentic side is there. It's well known. And they're joining that. You know, these big mega events that, you know, spectators go to and all the mainstream reenactors go to. Yeah, those events are shrinking. But the more authentic events are starting to
grow.
Yeah, big time.
GAC had, what, 300 people?
I don't know. I rarely pay attention to it anymore.
I heard they have 300 people, and I'm pretty sure Blues in the Gray for Gettysburg was pretty large this year.
Yeah, that's the more authentic
Yeah.
one. Let's see. Have you ever been a part of an unscripted mass battle? Yeah. Well, okay. Depending what you mean on mass, because out here on the West Coast, our reenactments, a big reenactment is 600. And yeah, I've been a part of a 600 person mass battle, and it was insane. There was a lot of movement, a lot of it was probably actually one of the best battles I've been a part of. It was a lot of fun. Hey Tesco, what's going on? How's everything at H&K? I've actually been reading a lot more about H&K and stuff like that. Mainly the IAR, the infantry automatic rifle the Marines use, the M27.
Oh yeah.
So one of my buddies carries one currently in the Marines, and he loves it.
Because they're phasing out the M4, aren't they?
Trying to.
They
really just want everyone to carry an IAR, an M27 in the Marines because they're awesome.
Yeah.
So for winter events, do you sleep in tents or lodges? So we haven't done a real winter event yet. We do have things in the works for that though.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of a tent lodge combination. If you go to our website at seconduss.com and go to our last event we had, which was a living history at Fort Stevens, you'll see like this little log cabin set up with a dog tent over it.
Yeah.
We're probably going to be using those, and yeah. So keep an eye out down the road for what we have in store for winter quarters. It'll be really cool.
I know Bryce was happy his tent didn't fall.
Yeah, so Private Cook, Bryce, he is notorious for his tent constantly falling down. All the time. And it'll only be his tent. We'll have a row of dog tents, and no matter where his is, his will always fall down. And you can have it, you can sink stakes into concrete, and it'll still fall down.
Like, it's the funniest thing in the world. He's taking a nap, and you just hear...
Or in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah.
There's been times I've got nature calls at night, and I'll even walk by his tent, and it'll just fall over. I didn't even touch the damn thing, and it'll do it.
And you just hear hilarious. A tent fall, and you hear Bryce go, "Damn it!"
Oh yeah, yeah. You know when his tent falls any time of the day or night, because you'll just hear, "Damn it!" He won't even put it up. He'll just like roll himself more into the canvas to keep himself warm.
Yeah,
the guy's just weird.
I have not watched Brandon's Sunny Point video.
I'll have to watch it after this.
Yeah,
you'll have to. I mean, maybe I was playing DayZ with Dan before this, so I might have to jump back in that. Plus, I have some homework to do. So we'll see. All in good order. We'll figure things out, but definitely Stony Point. I can remember that. So, and Tesco, that's awesome though.
Yeah.
Awesome that you're doing good. Oh, actually, work anything out with H&K about possibly doing a collab, Sharps against some modern rifles? Still, that idea still is fresh in my head, so that'd be really cool to do.
That would be.
Hell yeah.
As long as they fly us out somewhere, I'll be.
They don't have to pay for fly us out or fly me out. I'll drive out there if I have to. So, Battle Bear, my advice to you is if you're higher ups in your unit don't want to do the authentic stuff, you can set your own standard.
Yeah. So
you start getting the right gear, the right uniforms, start doing your drill right. Other people in your company are going to notice that and be like, hey, that code looks good, or hey, that cartridge box looks really good, or like, wow, that drill is really nice. Like, yes, you'll probably get made fun of. You'll get a hard time given to you. It's one of those inevitable things. But just have it, just have your, just have it in your mind, you're doing it for yourself, but also, for your unit. It's gonna catch on. I was kind of the movement in Company D when we when things kind of started going that way, because we were very much a mainstream kind of Farby Berdan unit. We're all green, had the blue trousers, we had green vests, green canteen covers. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad. I'll look at old pictures every now and then.
Oh, yeah.
And just like, oh God, no, why? Like, why did I do that? Like, green canteen cover? Is that a green vest collar that I see? Oh my God, no, I didn't do that, did I?
I've seen the green vest.
Corps badge on my canteen and my cap. And then, you know, I started kind of getting the better gear. I started taking drill a little more seriously, really started reading more of the drill manuals.
Yeah.
And when you start doing that, other people will notice, and things will kind of start evolving. It'll take time. It does take time, but
you definitely can't force it.
Yeah, don't try to force it, because the more you try to force it, people want to push back. Because well, don't tell me what to do. I'm not going to do what you're going to tell me what to do. But over time, it'll just it'll start going. Yeah, it'll start going for sure. Keep the questions coming, though, Battle Bear. You're asking some really good ones. Yeah. So I hope this isn't your last question. Really hope it isn't. These are good ones.
It's pretty cool, though, about the Stony Point battle.
6 guards. Unscripted private event in December. Norfolk, England. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. I want to be a part of that.
That would be awesome.
That's kind of like the World War II events here in Washington. Yeah. Is the 24-hour ones that they do.
Granted, I mean, those are tacticals over, you know, public events, but still.
Yeah. And Tesco, sweet. Hope we can get something worked out. That'd be really cool. And Guy Nemmer, yes, I have taken a look at them. I do have them. They're in a closet right over there. I just got to get some other sewing projects done. I got a couple coats that I really need to get finished. It's been a busy summer for me. Yeah. But yeah, those drawers. Again, thank you so much for sending those. I'm definitely doing a video on those. Really want to. Drawers are a lot of fun to make. Oddly enough, some parts actually make my heads kind of scratch when I have to sew them. Because I'm used to sewing fatigue blouses, and those can be really difficult. And then drawers are so easy. It's just like flat filling. Like, okay, remember how to flat fill. Okay, yeah, there we go. So yes, video hopefully starting November, December on sewing those up. So I know what you mean by getting made fun of. I was the first guy to get Wamba white SA pants, and everyone was calling me out. Yeah, I was the same way. I got a Wamba fatigue blouse kit, sewed it myself. It looked god-awful, but you know what? It looked better than anything that could be bought at a mainstream sutler. And First Sergeant Kep took a liking to it. You know, I kind of started the movement, and look where we're at now. Oh, yeah. So yeah. Battle Bear, just like Grant put, you know, you'll get made fun of. You know, like, oh, wow, someone's got money. It's like, hell yeah, I do, and I look damn good with it, too. Yeah. So.
I had this, when I first started, we did a mass order from a guy that was getting out of the hobby. And I got this almost black sack coat.
Oh my god, yeah. I remember that. Way back when.
Oh my god, it was so stuffy. It was terrible to be in. After every battle, I just wanted out of it.
Yeah, it was. And the trousers too were really weird.
I only wore them for like 2 events before they were just like, no.
Yeah.
But First Sergeant was like, you know, I understand your pain. That sack coat there is not good.
No.
So he like showed me what a Wamba and white sack coat feels like, and authentic stuff will feel so much better than mainstream items.
Oh yeah,
like no contest.
And you don't have to get everything all at once. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you can,
that's great.
That's awesome. Like if you can sink that much cash into an authentic impression right off the bat, I mean, my hat is off to you because that is not readily easily to do.
Like Glasgow?
Yeah, we have one guy in our company who he just finished out his first season with us, He reenacts as W.W. Cook on Custer's Stafford Little Bighorn. I mean, he has Wamba Berdan trousers, a Wamba sack coat, one of the Berdan packs I made.
Oh yeah.
Which I mean, even for at cost
Yeah.
for those in the company, still aren't exactly cheap.
Yeah.
It's definitely cheaper than
Anything
going out
else.
and buying a brand new one made by someone else, but it can definitely just, it's rough. And, you know, even sometimes too, like, you can't really get
Oh yeah.
some things readily.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm still trying to track down a Axel Ulrich canteen. But, you know, but anyways, we're getting way off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you can sink all your money at once, awesome, but little by little, you know?
Yeah.
You get a fatigue blouse, then you get drawers,
Yeah.
a belt, cat pouch. I mean, over time, you know, what I like to try to suggest to people is 2 or 3 things per year. You know, get the big stuff out of the way first, because then it makes the little things a lot easier to take.
Like,
so
I've been reenacting for 4 years now, and I'm finally starting to get fully authentic gear for the most part.
Sorry, I'm looking at Six Guard's picture that he sent me, so
That's pretty cool.
well, it's Irish, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So yeah, just work it little by little, buy what you can.
Yeah.
Save up, and one day you can have a great impression.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see here. Lost track. Mac, that's awesome, man. That is really cool.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything that I can alter to look civilian anyways. Plus, I don't really have a use for a civilian
Yeah, I mean,
impression yet.
besides
Yet.
65.
Yeah. Let's see. My eyes hurt when my SA uniform came in. It was a great day for me, though. Uniform came in my knapsack from Missouri Boot Shoe arrived on Valentine's Day. Hell yeah, that's awesome.
That's cool.
How would you set up, or Gaslight, how would you set up a group? I'm wondering because I've been asked about starting a French engineer / Marine impression for AWI. I'm trying to remember what AWI is. Research is a big one.
Yeah.
Absolute. Have a set of ground rules, or standing orders, I guess.
Yeah.
So that way you have your impression set, you have your uniform guidelines, where to get your uniforms from, and have people interested. That's kind of the downside is, like, one person wants to start a unit and it's just them.
Yeah.
And it's heartbreaking to see because, like,
Yeah.
it could be an awesome killer impression with one guy, and it's like, you need more people. You look awesome. You need more awesomeness with your awesome.
Yeah.
So definitely get a group of people interested. Research the impression. Have your guidelines set, and I hate saying this, but it's one of those things that needs to be true, is have the money to back your impression. Buy loaner gear. Because the only way you can get your impression to grow is get people interested. You might have a person, hey, I want to kind of try this out a little bit. Cool. Here's some loaner stuff for you. You know, try it out. They like it. Here's our guidelines. Here's where to get stuff from. That's kind of my initial process into it. I didn't start Company D. Took command of Company D over and had to almost start from the ground up again, and that's definitely what it took. So, oh yeah, and guy, yeah, they're right there is a little corner of it is SA trousers that I'm sewing, and yeah, they're bright.
Oh yeah,
they're extremely bright.
And another point I want to add on about loaner gear is it takes time to build that up. I took over as quartermaster this season and the end of last season, and you know, I have plans I want to do with loaner gear. I have things I want to put into loaner gear, but it does take money to do that.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes you have to have people sew it for you. Like, we just added our first Wamba and white sack coat this season, which I love that we have one in there.
Oh yeah,
I love that we have one.
yeah. I'm one of those. Yeah, we'll start going through the chat again. Last little like segue is like I want just top of the line loaner gear.
Yeah.
That
Me
way,
too.
new people coming in, it's like, hey, wow, like this is really nice. Where can I get it from? It's like, well, you can either buy it out of loaner gear or brand new. This is where to get it from. This is why it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Because loaner gear always tends to be the discards.
Yeah.
People upgrade, gear wears out, they kind of just throw it in this bin, and over time it just wears down and breaks. And then it's, I mean, granted, it is the Army too big, too small kind of deal.
Yeah.
But having something that fits you proportionately,
well.
I don't want to say comfortably well, but proportionately.
Yeah.
That's the big thing, is proportion for me at least. Nicole Moore, you made your drawers first, and then you worked before you knew how to sew. Yeah, I made the mistake of doing a sack coat first, and then teaching myself how to sew properly. But you worked your way up to a sack coat. That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, more people. Honestly, I feel more people should try like Wamba's kits.
Oh, yeah.
Start with drawers. Start with a shirt. Kind of get that know-how. Plus, your gear wears out. You know how to fix it.
Yeah.
Battle Bear. All right, since you asked. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I had to. How should you go about practicing drills at home with a rifle? Unfortunately, I don't have my own at the moment, since 1858s are more pricey. But I do plan to get one soon. Do you have a broom?
Yeah.
There you go.
Got a tree in your backyard? Go get a stick.
Yeah, honestly, that's before I got my Sharps. Luckily my family loved me,
Same here.
and they bought me a Sharps my first season as a huge birthday present, which I still cannot thank them enough. I still have that Sharps. But before I had it, that's what I did. I lived on the west side of Washington. Trees are everywhere. I grabbed that, and then it's like, grabbed a broomstick and just practice with that, and just manual of arms, break out the drill manual.
Yeah.
It's easy, it's cheap, free, pretty much.
Pretty much. Your mom might want the broom, but
Yeah. Let whoever needs the broom, let them have their time, but use a broom, man. Maybe, if it's okay, if it's a spare broom handle, cut it down to size. You won't have the weight, but you'll have the muscle memory of shoulder arms, stuff like that. So it's a good way to start. 1848. Yeah. Musket and rifle's a rifle. It works.
Yeah.
And 6 guards, Irish Peacekeeper. That's awesome. I actually saw a movie recently with them in it. Yeah. Jalalo or something like that.
It's on Netflix.
I can't remember names to save my life.
It's on Netflix.
Yes, I've seen it though, and awesome movie. I loved it.
Oh yeah.
No, American Revolution. Okay, cool.
I've never heard it called AWI.
Oh, American War of Independence.
Oh.
Duh.
I'm just so used to calling it the Rev War or Revolutionary War.
Yeah. And Frank J, they do. However, I don't think they have any in stock right now. I actually need to call a couple places and see. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully, eventually. See, bought a lot of my own gear on those Facebook groups. Have gotten some killer deals there. Lots of people make stuff too. I found a guy made contract shirts, and I got within a month. Yeah. The Civil War Traders on Facebook. You can get some killer deals on there.
Oh yeah.
I've seen some, and I'm always way too late to respond on some stuff. But that Wamba blouse for the linen gear, trade blanket.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I know. Just right time,
right place.
Oh yeah. So yeah, also look there for getting good gear.
But it gets snagged up quickly if it's an amazing deal.
Yeah. And yeah, Wamba's canteen kits. I mean, easiest way to start changing up your impression is a canteen kit. Take that blue wool off, put some jean wool on it. Looks good.
Yeah. We have full sets. We have maybe 3 for our loaner gear, which 6 guard there's talking about.
Oh yeah.
Mainly because we have a decent amount of pants and like frock coats and sack coats and stuff, but we need to work on getting more leathers in more recruitments, so we can properly get about 3 people, 4 if we stretch things out or take from others.
And the hardest part for loaner gear, honestly, that I have experienced is footwear.
Oh yeah,
really good footwear.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, that's just the hardest to come by.
Because you either have to order from Missouri Boot and Shoe, which is expensive, or you have to find someplace else to get booties from that would be less expensive, but still good enough that you're not killing someone's feet by the end of the weekend.
Yeah, and that's just the hard part.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The 3rd New Jersey, the Grays, fairly progressive unit, and have 2 cannons of a... Damn! Wow. That's a hell of a unit, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Are y'all Team Rants or no? Oh, Rants. Oh, Rants.
Oh, man. When you were talking with them in the
Rants,
comments...
F for respect. F for respect.
He got banned apparently or something like that. Something crazy happened with that guy.
Yeah, something happened with Rants.
Oh my god. Seeing his...
I'm gonna miss those comments and posts.
I know.
SNL tee or hee. Yeah, hee.
Here, kitty, cat.
Oh my god, so many. Do you live in your parents' basement? I live in a basement. What do you got against basements? Leonidas Lance. Hey, what's going on, man?
Why are you so disrespectful to dead parents or relatives?
I've never once commented anything on his parents, and he called me out on it once. I'm like, dude, I just went to bat for this one guy.
Yeah. It was such a weird comment chain.
Yeah, it was. Any good advice on muzzleloader parts, ammo, etc.? Dealers, websites. So Leonidas. Depends on what make it is. If you have an Army Sport, anything parts wise, go through Taylor's and Company. If it is a Pedersoli, flintlocks, etc. You can only call the guy. Awesome guy to talk to. He's a little bit hard of hearing, so you do kind of have to speak loudly. He used to be a competition shooter. But he is the man for Pedersoli parts. Period. For ammo, go through Buffalo Arms. They sell powder by bulk. They'll ship it to you. I'm lucky enough living in Spokane, Washington. It's an 1.5-hour drive for me, so I just go up there.
Yeah.
Buy my powder there. And it's cheap. It's like $15 a pound for GoX. And then the etc. Really good leather from Missouri Boot and Shoe for slings. Bayonet scabbards, Missouri Boot and Shoe, LD Hanning. Bayonets, wherever you can find them. For some reason, bayonets for me are really hard to find.
Dealers, probably Gunbroker.
Taylor's and Company, Dixie Gunworks, stuff like that. Team Rants for life.
So happy he's gone.
See, Nicole Moore, no, my parents live in my attic. Unless they really do, then cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Any gear you ever regret buying?
I bought a knapsack from Maryland Sutler. Strap ripped when I got home. Yeah, I regret buying this chair. What happened? Did I break my leg?
Oh no.
What the hell? We'll keep answering questions while I figure out what the Sam hell just happened.
I bought...
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Popped a rivet.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's what I get for leaning back in a chair.
I bought 2 low quality drawers, and I'm a big guy. I'm not afraid to admit that. And
I'd say you're husky.
Yeah,
you're a husky guy.
I'm very English, very burly,
stocky.
Yeah. Somehow you're not very stocky.
It's more the like Northern European,
Yeah.
Scandinavian.
But I bought 2 pairs of drawers, and we have to get down on our knees a lot, and just crouch, or like this entire area just ripped right apart.
On your drawers, right? Not
Yeah.
your actual pants. Okay.
I mean,
your pants rip all the time,
Yeah.
anyways. There's a running joke in the company of how long into an event until your pants friggin' rip.
Yeah. So that was probably the biggest regret, but I bought low quality drawers, so they weren't really, and it was a rush order too. I wasn't expecting much out of them.
Drawers for me, definitely. I've, especially with a tie in the back. There was one time mine ripped from the crotch all the way to the back. The only thing that held it in place was the button and the strap in the back. I had chaps for drawers. And in the Sharpshooters, we run a lot, so it ripped right down the middle.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't wear boxers at events, so things were chafed to...
Ow.
Oh, yeah, it was not a fun time.
Ow.
I was hurting. I was hurting. Other than that, though, I think something I regretted buying other than that, oh my god, what was it? Just one of those cheap, like, mainstream Sutler poncho ground cloth things. Things were terrible. Like, Jared's favorite thing about, like, the period account of, like, dog tents, the only thing they're good about is filtering the water. That's how that thing was. It was god-awful. Let's see here. Free replacement, but it broke in a month later, so you get pissed off. Yeah, I don't blame you. One event over the summer. 40th. Oh my god, that's awesome. That is cool. Just getting bum rushed 1 in the morning. Yeah, that would terrify a lot of people.
Shane Lauren's cleaning parts.
Worth an ask. Oh my god. Try S&S Firearms, Lodgewood Manufacturing, or Cummer's Gunworks. Sorry, Gunworks. They might have something.
Yeah.
Telekinesis.
Sure.
No, chair built by probably IKEA.
Probably.
That's a level 2 on the fluffy scale. Yeah, you're more like a level, you're like 0.1 or 0.5. Do you know what to do about suspender buttons flying off all the time?
You kind of gotta live with it.
Yeah, you either have to live with it or buy waxed linen thread, because I had the same problem you did. I was constantly ripping buttons off. It was a pain in the ass. And yeah, eventually I just, First Sergeant kept was like, have you tried that? There's some people that try fishing line and dental floss. So if wax linen thread doesn't work, you can kind of go the Farby route and do that.
But wax linen thread is pretty strong.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
There's been times I've sewn with it, and like doing that, it has sliced my finger open because it's that strong. Kind of like fishing line. So.
Yeah.
Hello from fellow sharpshooter, Private J. Elsbeth, 66 Illinois. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How's it going, man? Do you carry a Henry by chance? If so, you're awesome. One of my buddies from the 70th Pennsylvania Volunteers had a blowout just like yours at the 155th Gettysburg. Yeah.
But it was with his trousers.
Yeah, I've had my fair share of that too. Yeah. Right in the crotch area, and I tried sewing that together at night, and you can imagine how well that went.
You were still wearing the pants.
Oh, yeah, I was still wearing them too, because I had nothing else to put on, and let's put it this way, some delicate bits got poked here and there with a needle. It's not comfy. It is not comfy. Yeah. Yeah, you can also sew them on the backside of your trousers for that. I've actually did that with my old pair because I bought a pair of drawers. They were mainstream. They actually held up surprisingly, but they were like a size too big for me. So I actually like cut buttonholes in them, and then would button my drawers into my trousers so they wouldn't fall down. But you can also do that. One thing that I've done. I wonder. Actually, hold on. Keep an eye on the chat. I will show you what I did with my trousers. Oh my god, they're right near the top. So, with my trousers, since we use Hainsworth and it's definitely a delicate material, I actually sewed little squares of material, double folded it so it's really nice, everything's rolled edges, and then stitched a cross pattern on them, and then stitched them on, or stitched the button on, and then stitched them onto the trousers. And these things have held up for ever, really. I mean, absolutely ever. I love these things so much. It was such a great idea, especially for someone like you who has terrible luck with trousers. When you get your Hainsworth ones, let me know. I'll make you some of those.
That sounds good.
They're really handy. So yeah, you can always try that method too. I think it puts less strain on the trousers itself to have it rip. And plus, going through that much material, it's double layered, and then it's going to be really hard to come off. You need an act of Congress to get those things off, I swear.
At that event, one of my buddies broke a shoe and was running around an event with his neck stock tied around his shoe, keeping it together.
Why not? I'd do it. One of our guys, I think it's Corporal Sartling, he actually had, I'm not going to lean back in that. That was a bad idea. I felt the chair kind of give, I'm like, oh, shit. So, yeah, his sole on his shoe separated.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like flop, flop, pop, flop, pop, flop, pop, flop.
The most annoying thing to hear.
Oh my god, stop.
At my second reenactment, my this hole broke open in my brogans.
In the toe, and and your sock was coming out. His brogan had a tongue. It was hilarious. Just the entire time.
And I kept tripping on that thing the entire rest of the last battle we had for that reenactment. Tornado.
All right, so Henry for late war and Dimick for early war. Is it a true Dimick rifle? Dimick rifles to me are one of those weird things I do not know about. So anything you can provide for me on that, please. I want to know more.
Forge cap.
So the forge cap is the fatigue cap.
Yeah.
It's for fatigue purposes.
And it's kind of in the name forge.
Yeah, you can put some things you forge in it.
There's accounts of people carrying berries and stuff that they pick.
But for the most part, it was just for fatigue purposes. The Hardee hat was the dress hat.
Yeah.
And forge cap is your service cap.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's just like how the fatigue blouse is your, the frock coat, and the Hardee hat is your dress uniform. It's the dress blues, dress whites for the Navy, stuff like that. And your fatigue uniform is your fatigues, BDUs, your MARPATs, your N-dubs, everything like that.
Yeah.
Gave up on suspenders and have used a canteen leather strap until I got a good belt. Yeah. You can also do that too, because suspenders are not an issue item.
Yeah.
Soldiers had to provide those themselves. So there's plenty of photographic evidence and accounts of sharpshooters, of soldiers wearing belts to hold their trousers up. It works. I've done it. Blew all my suspender buttons once, or like 3 of them. Like, well, I don't have that, so yeah, I did the same thing. Took a spare 2 bedroll straps from a knapsack, just linked them together and used that. It works.
It works.
It's not stupid if it works.
That was...
Yeah, Turnin was there. That was at Plane, 2012? Yeah, Plane 2012.
Tripianus did that, the training event too, didn't he?
Doremus? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, pretty damn funny to watch, but he had to march 3 miles to get to the event with the sole of his shoe flopping up and down. That's awful. I feel so sorry for him.
Two original
Dimmicks and can field roughly 15 or more Henrys if everyone shows up. Oh, my heart just stopped reading that a little bit. I mean, granted, we can pretty much do that with Sharp's rifles now.
That's true, with how many we have, like, within the unit.
Nicole Moore, yeah, I was getting laughed at stairs, and the real fun part about that whole sewing scenario was the captain at the time. His younger sister was sitting in front of me with her phone and a flashlight, or with a flashlight on, and she's like, she's not looking at my crotch, I swear. She's only holding the light as I'm like sewing. I'm just like, this is so awkward. Like, please just stand over me and just hold the light. Yeah, there was plenty, and every time everyone hears that story, they're like, why didn't you just take them off? It's like, because my drawers are really bad. And drawers are not keeping things hidden that need to be kept hidden, so.
They were still chaps.
Not those ones, no. These were just really thin cotton. I was basically a wet t-shirt contest without having the t-shirt being wet, but for drawers. So, yeah, it was great. No, it wasn't. Have any of your men ever done Remembrance Day Parade? It would be a haul for you guys, but we're doing the 5th. That is cool. And I plan on going there, actually, this year. So, yeah, I'll probably be there. So at least one of us will.
Yeah.
We'll see if I can scrounge up some more support for us.
Have you read The Orphan Brigade?
Yes.
I have.
Years and years and years ago. I actually need to get that book and have it in my personal little library stash. Because it's a good book. I can't remember all the great details that are in it, but I absolutely loved it. I read it when I just started getting into reenacting. The worst night I ever had when it was raining hard and I was sort of downhill sleeping in like 2 inches of mud. When I got up, I was absolutely covered with mud.
That sucks.
That sounds like my first season reenacting. It was our last event of the year in Washington, in Ferndale.
Oh.
Yeah, so
he
lives in Bellingham, where I used to live, and just north of there is a town called Ferndale, where I actually got into Civil War reenacting was because of that event. And it's an open field, but it used to be trees. And they filled in where all the stumps were. And my tent, my dog tent, was placed right over where one of those stumps was, so there was a slight depression.
Oh, no.
Oh, it gets better. And it was, were you there in the summer of, what, 07?
No? I wasn't there.
Okay, so summer of 07, it rained and rained and rained, especially in August when they had that event. And we set up, it was beautiful. It was nice, sunny, not a cloud in the sky. It was as blue as SA trousers from Wamba. Yes, SA trouser, or Wamba SA trouser blue should be a crayon color, first of all. It should. Anyways. Middle of the night, torrential downpour. And I was in that little divot with a, oddly enough, that really bad poncho and a blanket. And I proceeded to get soaked all the way through my clothing. It was fantastic. Again, no, it wasn't. I lied. Let's see. Does your unit ever go out and live fire and have competitions? We still need to do that. Every time we get a chance to, there's either a fire burn ban to where target shooting is not even allowed because a lot of people like to go out and use tannerite, and they kind of just blanket all of us with it. But hopefully this winter or spring we'll be able to actually do some live fire competitions. And there will definitely be videos and posts about that. So definitely keep an eye open. No, very cool guy. Might be able to meet up. That'd be pretty cool. Especially if some of the subs here are able to attend. Be really cool to meet you guys. Wesley Cantrell. So right now we're strictly federal sharpshooters. However, I would really like to have kind of a blanket everything, have a Confederate impression. That's going to fall over. Have a Confederate impression, a basic Union impression. So eventually down the road, it'd be nice to be able to do a little bit of everything.
Oh, Pixel's outside, and he's been out there for like an hour. Should I let him in?
Nah, he's fine.
Okay.
He'll start whining.
He has.
So, Gaslight, what property would be appropriate to create a siege event on? Private.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unless you got some really awesome public land that they do not care what you do to it, it would have to be on private land, which is unfortunate. Hey, what's going on, First Minnesota?
Good to see you. Micronation is here as well.
Oh, Micronation, what's going on? How have you been?
3 original heavy
barrel bench rifles, complete with original scopes, false muzzles, and the works. Google the OVCWA. I'm gonna highlight that and save it. There we go. Everything's screwing up on us. Okay.
Yeah.
Come to Salt Lake sometime. We have a range for $5. Also, it's lonely here as a reenactor. One day, we'll do Utah War. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you want, come up to Washington, man.
Yeah.
We'd be happy to have you fall in with us. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe get you in on some videos. Make you a YouTube star.
Star in quotation marks.
Eh. Everyone's a star in their own mind. The Holland reenactment. That's awesome.
Yeah. Like the reenactment in Holland or just of Market Garden?
Gaslight, I will be in Gettysburg for Veterans Day, yes. I'm definitely planning on that. You did ask what color my toothbrush was, and I believe it has actually changed. It is now blue and green. Not intentional on sharpshooter stuff. It's just like the cheapest one I could find. I was in a hurry.
I was about to say, what? Are you going for Seahawks on that?
No, God no. Went to AT at Fort Drum. It rained for 2 weeks prior to us arriving. Our firing points were on the edge of a swamp, and the crust had formed until the trucks broke through. That is rough. Every time I visited Seattle, it snows, which is weird because Western Washington really doesn't get that much snow.
Not that much.
Over here where I live in Eastern Washington, yeah, we definitely get a lot of snow.
Holland, Michigan. I've been there. Obviously, because I grew up in Michigan.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
Nice. I got a fancy white one. Cool.
Yeah.
Hope it works for you. See you there then. I go to college a few miles away. Oh, very cool.
That is a good question. Why are we talking about toothbrushes?
I don't know. It's a little weird. I think it's because
bit.
like the chat kind of just ran out of really good questions. So it's like, hey, just ask me like anything personal or whatever. And it's just like, all right, what's your favorite kind of toothpaste? It's like, all right, fine, screw it. I'll answer a question about my favorite toothpaste. So that's probably why.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I like weird, odd personal questions sometimes.
Everybody else asks you odd personal questions.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason, like, someone at work came up to me like, so, like, curious question. What color underwear are you wearing right now? I'm like, what? Like, is this a school project or something? Like, no, we're just curious.
Why does it matter?
Go back and do your job. Like, do you really want to know? Like, yeah. I'm like, why? Like, why is it such a secret? Are you wearing underwear right now? I was like, yes, I'm wearing underwear right now. The color doesn't matter.
Why is everybody at the Murph so weird?
Because We're just all on the same short bus. We'll just leave it at that. Anyways, except for my ammo truck, they were all stuck. I had a mechanized unit tracked record to tow the hatch. Ooh, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars, the entire
Star Wars,
way.
yeah.
I grew
Don't
up
get me wrong,
watching it.
Star Trek's awesome. It really is. I just like Star Wars more, probably because I was introduced to it first.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
probably why.
I like the hard fiction behind Star Trek,
Oh, yeah.
but
It's a lot more plausible
yeah,
than Star Wars now, but
it's more plausible than space monks fighting against other space monks.
you shut your mouth about Warhammer. You shut it.
You gotta admit that. I was talking in the context of Star Wars, okay?
No.
The Sith versus
You
the
said
Jedi.
space monks. Space Marines are space monks. You shut up. I will hurt
So
you.
are Jedi.
I will straight
So
up.
are Jedi.
I will straight up put a chopstick through your eyeball. But yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah. Like, I grew up watching at least one of the movies every Friday. Like, didn't matter. I was watching a Star Wars movie.
An event that you desperately wanted to go to, or that you wanted to go to, but you couldn't. Every single awesome, authentic event back east. Every single one of them.
I don't know. The really big World War II event out there, or it's in like Ohio or something like that. Not the other.
Oh. One of my old friends got his brand new Dirty Billy's cap filled with soap on accident.
Ooh,
Yep.
that's rough.
Idaho is so windy because Washington sucks and Wyoming blows. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Andrew, yes, I will have to do that. Okay. Where's my notepad? I will actually write a note about that. My God. Sorry.
How long have you reenacted for? I've reenacted just before freshman year of high school, and now I'm a freshman in college.
You
So-
started in 2015. Let's make it easy. You are going on to your 5th year
Yeah.
this next season.
Yeah.
It's written down, Andrew. I promise. For me, how long have I reenacted for? I have reenacted for
10?
Oh, more than that. Going into my 12th or 13th year. Yeah. Started when I was a little kid. Well, little kid. I was like 14.
We were like the same age when we started.
Yeah.
Have you ever done an event in West Virginia? Can't say I have.
I have not, unfortunately. I really want to.
Just out of left field.
So basically, he's asking, have I ever nixed a Kale at anyone? Oh shit, I'm crying. Woo! I legit, like, actually was tearing up, crying.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. No, however, I have been handcuffed and maced before. Okay, backstory on that before it sounds like I'm a criminal. My friend in Bellingham, his dad is a police officer there, and I was just being myself and being a smartass. I was just like, oh, but you can't handcuff me, and he immediately put me face on the ground, handcuffed me, and I was also being a smartass, and he's just like, yeah, and just like a little bit, not a whole lot, just like, and like hit me like right here on the cheek, and yeah, it hurt. So yeah, I've been handcuffed and maced.
But I can't say I've ever pulled a cicala.
So yeah, I've never cicaladed anyone.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Awesome question, man. Awesome. Oh wow, my mic just peaked on that. I'm sorry.
Awesome, my stomach hurts.
So I decided to make bread the other day for the first time without a recipe, and I looked like a turd with brown sugar.
It tastes, as long as it tastes okay.
It tastes all right. That's good.
Minus points on presentation, but taste, yeah.
Oh yeah. Any great settlers y'all recommend? I use Wamba and White Company mainly, but I want to look at others. So any recommendations? So
depends on what you want.
Yeah. So yeah, it depends on what you want. For leathers, Kerry Davison, LD Hanning, or Missouri Boot and Shoe. Mm-hmm. The latter two also do awesome double bag knapsacks. Missouri Boot and Shoe, great footwear for caps. Dirty Billy, there's some really great up and coming cap makers right now. Oh my god, I cannot remember their names right now. I mean, Osmiansky is always a good choice.
Kelly Ford? Is that one?
Kelly Ford does some good uniforms. Just be ready for a long wait. If you want some good little odds and ends here.
Sutler or Fort Scott, for sure.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I was about to say that for the odds and ends.
Yeah. The amount of, like, odds and ends they have is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, pens and pencils, just to, like, name.
Just soldier comfort.
Yeah.
Weird little items. So. Jackal the Greaser, you're live?
Yes.
No, we're not live. We are live from the future.
Yeah. So technically we're live, but we're just not live.
We have found time travel possible, and we are actually in the year 2021.
Yeah. We're sending.
Yeah, no, I'm just being a smartass. I'm sorry. Yes, we're live. Obviously. Mace or pepper spray? It was mace. It was police mace, and it hurt. I've also been OC sprayed.
Well, I mean, Marines.
Well, not OC sprayed. It was the gas chamber.
Yeah.
Basic, and yeah, that sucked.
Yeah.
I legitimately wanted to die.
I've heard from a West Point cadet that some people just aren't affected by...
Oh, everyone's affected. They're a goddamn liar if they say they aren't.
No, like, they've seen people just go in there and meditate, apparently. I don't know.
I have a hard time believing
I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is, wow.
Nicole Moore, I had a reason, he deserved it, and he knew why. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
For a tent, our company used some art canvas and sewed it together. It worked great. Hell yeah. Y'all raid Area 51?
No.
No, unfortunately, we did not get a chance to go to Area 51 and clap some alien cheeks.
We did not. We were talking about it as soon as I got into Spokane.
Yeah, yeah.
Granted, it was the 20th when I got in.
Yeah, that's also true. I was definitely watching videos and pictures of it though.
Oh yeah.
At work, it was great. Yeah, no alien cheek clapping for us.
Sadly not.
English is hard for me today. Holy hell, man.
I don't know, man. We've just been staying up late, having little slumber parties.
Barely staying up late. God. I crashed out by midnight.
Yeah, same.
Which is weird for me. Normally I'm up to like 1 or 2 doing some sort of god-awful project.
I was just tired from staying up till 4 on like Friday night.
Oh, yeah. Wow, we're actually caught up in the chat.
Yeah. This is weird. What do we talk about? What do we do with our lives? What do we do now?
Nothing. We just sit here awkwardly. I will sit here and I will smell a cedar bar until the chat catches up. Best Civil War movie, go. Wow.
In terms of authenticity or in terms of
authenticity,
plot?
You mean?
You know what I mean.
I mean, okay, Gods and Generals, Gettysburg, Glory, they have their faults, but they're still great Civil War movies. They really are.
Field of Lost Shoes was pretty good.
Field of Lost Shoes was a solid movie.
Oh, yeah.
It was a solid movie.
Like, authentically wise, I'm not 100% sure.
Authenticity.
You know what I mean?
Drink more beer. I mean, yeah. I can always go for that.
Terms you could watch it all the time.
Gettysburg.
Gettysburg, yeah.
Feel the lost shoes.
Yeah.
Glory. What about Cold Mountain, though?
I don't think I'll watch Brokeback Mountain.
You would. Have you guys ever got into any controversy with a unit or had some fights, anything like that? Yeah. Yeah.
Spokane.
Yeah, so this year, in fact, us and another federal company, we captured a unit, and supposedly there was a vertical butt stroke to a Confederate soldier's face. He only had like a little red mark right here that he just kept rubbing and rubbing when he was explaining it. That was making red. And he's like, "Yeah, see, it's right here. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here." Like, see, my cheek's just getting red from doing it. It's like anyone who knows what a vertical butt stroke is, at the very least, you'd have missing teeth.
Oh yeah.
At the very least. So yeah, we've had that.
Definitely a bloody lip.
Oh, you'd be jacked up in the face.
Oh
So.
yeah. That entire battle.
Oh yeah, much lower.
terrible.
Yeah. Andrew's absolutely right.
Class of '61. I think I personally watched that one.
Class of '61's not bad. I like that one.
I've seen it on Netflix, but I just haven't had time to watch
There was
it.
another controversy with a unit that we had. I'm trying to remember what it was.
We have controversies with the first a lot.
Yeah. Oh my god, there were some. There's been so many, just mainly because we're an aggressive unit. We really.
Oh, Chehalis, my first Chehalis.
Oh yeah, when we supposedly did like unapproved hand to hand. Yeah, so apparently we did unapproved hand to hand when we're standing almost across a field from this unit. Like, we captured them, but none of us went hand to hand. And it was actually that group of kids that are at risk youth because they love playing with us. And yeah, this other Confederate officer came over and he's like, "You went hand to hand! You went hand to hand!" I'm like, simmer down. And he's like a little short guy. It's just like, and he reenacts the Irish Jasper Greens. So if you guys have ever been on Happy Friends and you see the guys with like the green Balmoral caps and the white trousers, those guys, their officer got all up in my face once about going hand to hand with them. And it's like, simmer down, leprechaun. Simmer down, your pot of gold's over there. He didn't like that very much.
There's something else at Chehalis this year, too, I remember.
With the Irish Jasper Greens.
Again.
Except this time, one of them pointed a loaded musket at our sergeant's face, and I was not happy about that, and almost turned him into a goddamn popsicle with his musket.
That was...
Anyways, that's a whole nother story.
I
still get heated about that.
That was... No.
Anyways, threatened to pepper spray a prisoner and kept exposing himself to female... Oh, are we talking about NJ Sakala? Palm oil is made, or corn oil is made from corn, vegetable oil is made from vegetables. What is baby oil made from? Opinions?
I don't think it's family friendly, for my opinion on the matter.
It's got to come from somewhere. That's my only response.
Yeah.
Have either of you joined the SUV or SVC or SCV? No, I haven't, even though I had family in both.
I think I have ancestors from Confederacy, but I haven't joined either.
I would like to. At least they didn't say you bayoneted them. Yeah, that's true, even though there's some people at times I would love to bayonet.
Yeah.
And they're not even Confederates. They're actually on our same side.
You know exactly.
Carl.
Yeah.
Nah, we love Carl.
Fucking breads.
Yeah, it's all good. Class of '61 is good. I enjoyed watching it in my top 3 Civil War movies.
Yeah.
As soon as I get on NJ Sakala.
Yeah.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah.
I've joined the CCCP.
We all work for the Soviet Union.
Oh, you're a cosmonaut? Hell yeah. Hey, look, we're caught back up in chat. I'm going to sniff my cedar block again.
Might as well grab one on my own. The actually smells very pleasant. It's very calming.
See, and I know like we're caught up in chat, but people are typing. So
Yeah.
It's just like, you gotta have fun being a smartass, you know?
Plus, you know, chats are the videos like behind normally.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried.
Yeah, so people are still like getting our weirdness somehow.
As terrifying as that is.
No.
Springfield's over Sharps. Depends on what it's being used for. How about that? Depends on the application. How about the Hunley? I need to actually go and see the Hunley. That'd be cool. The whole Hunley exhibit. Honestly, I think the Hunley was an awesome idea.
Yeah.
It's just, it was new tech. It kind of failed. Huffing Wood, has the first sergeant kept you boys up with your supplies? Yes.
Yeah.
Does that mean we're sniffing the first sergeant's wood? Nice. Everything. Rance said so. Oh, Rance. So what's with the cedar blocks? So just putting all my stuff in storage for the off season, or at least putting it away in boxes. So I just put cedar wood, cedar chips, cedar shavings in with all my wool. It keeps it. I don't have moth issues because it's in a wood box, but I do like putting. I like my stuff smelling like cedar. It's nice. It's got a lovely smell, and it just keeps it from smelling like dirty wool.
Yeah.
The movie. God, I haven't seen the movie in forever, so yeah.
Okay. But are you gonna watch Rebel Born?
God, no. God, no.
So bad.
Ever had experience with people reenacting chaplains or a Christian commission? Yeah,
Yeah.
we have a couple chaplains in our club, and they do non-denominational, so it's welcome for everyone. And they're very awesome people. Chaplain Carbo is a very nice guy, very talkative. Definitely likes to preach the good book to anyone that is in the vicinity. I wouldn't even say has an ear, just in the vicinity.
But we did have that one experience at Cheney this year.
Yeah, we did have a chaplain holding service, and we weren't even firing guns. We weren't yelling, or we were just literally marching out to have drill. And he's like, "Oh, we're having services. You need to go away." It's like, this is a rule. It isn't, and we're not doing anything, so we're fine. We're okay. Like, continue with service. We're not going to interrupt service.
God, just the trailer of Rebel Born looks so awful.
So, how have the knapsack projects been coming along? I haven't messaged you about it in a while. Currently at 5 that I'm going to be starting production on here probably in about a month and a half. So, and yes, we will. Some of those will be for sale for those outside of the company. Just so you guys know. Hintity hint hint. They will be available. Anyways. Some of the reenactors complain about the heat and say they only experience it. I mean, it's heat. Just drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. Stay in the shade when you can.
Don't eat a block of cheese.
Don't eat a block of cheese like this goober.
Or summer sausage.
Or summer sausage. Or at least in small amounts. Armand Astante in the Hunley movie totally blows everyone but Stephen Lang out of the water. Fight me. No, I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. What do you think about the Red Badge of Courage? Oh my God, I haven't seen that since like 8th grade when we did the Civil War. For the time, it was good. That's about all I can say about it.
Isn't there a TV show with Patrick Swayze in it in the Civil War?
Patrick Swayze?
Yeah, Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, North and South don't.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's sad. Ooh, Missionary Ridge? Hell yeah, man! Take plenty of pictures. Have a good time. However, the younger generation goes on about a 105-degree day wearing black hoodies and jeans to look cool. Yeah. I live in Eastern Washington. We're a high desert. We get 90-something degree weather, and I'll see people in black jeans and hoodies and stuff trying to be all, quote-unquote gangster. So, Nicole. Baby oil, mineral oil, and fragrance. Now you know. More or less. Are you boys hitting the Fresno event in NorCal? I don't think so. I'd love to. Just with work and school right now with me, I'm pretty tied down.
I don't think we've really brought up anything like that with the units, so...
Yeah. We have never had any Catholic priests do services. However, it would be really cool because if it's held period, services would be in Latin. My family's Catholic, so it'd actually be kind of cool.
Yeah. And what do you think about North and South?
Dumpster fire. I hated that show so much.
If you're talking about the video game, it's pretty good.
Rev Jeremy, that's cool. Save that one chaplain. I'm encouraged to reenact, and I have you, Captain First Sergeant, to thank. One other question: how should I approach the club to reenact as a chaplain? Just go in there very open-mindedly, kind of explain what you would like to do, service-wise. If you can do, non-denominational, awesome. And then really research chaplains during the Civil War. It's one of those weird little niche impressions that can be done very easily, but can also be done very easily wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Or done very easily right and then done very easily wrong. You just have to really do your research. But having awesome chaplain impressions out there are really cool. I love seeing chaplain impressions done right. Nothing like a Georgian summer. Good Lord, it is humid and hot. Oh, absolutely.
I went there in the spring. Oh my God. Growing up in Michigan and going down south, it was hard.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
Yeah, I mean, like where I live, it's a dry heat.
Yeah.
Western Washington, when they have their days, it's a humid heat. Humidity just kicks all of us right in the ass. It's a bit of a drive, but if y'all got dress coats and dark blue trousers, come to Colorado sometime and fall in with Ford's Independent Company. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have the gear to do it and the time? Absolutely. I'd love to take part in that.
Western or Eastern theater?
That's a good question.
Yeah. They both have their different draw-ins, I guess you could say.
Yeah, they each have their specific kind of draw-tos, pros and cons, best way to put it.
I guess. For me, I study more of the Eastern Front. There's just more.
There's a lot more written on it.
Yeah.
Than there is the Western, and the Western has plenty of it written on it too. So, I prefer both personally.
Yeah.
I really don't favor one or the other. I had family in both theaters of the war.
Have y'all seen the video where Colonel Bryan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a funny video.
What's next year's event schedule looking like? Would love to make it up there and see y'all in action. Hasn't been posted yet. As soon as it does, though, Luke, I'll shoot you a message on Facebook about it.
Yeah.
So, see, I invite you to Ford's page on. What is your Facebook? I will accept it. I get so many Facebook requests. I rarely accept any, so I'll put this out there. This is a PSA. If you guys want to friend me on Facebook, send me also a PM saying, "Hey, this is so and so from YouTube." That way I know who's who.
Yeah.
Because I love chatting with you guys outside of streams. Like, it's a lot of fun. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun, actually. So yeah, whatever your name is on it.
Personally, for first buy,
Mark Hallaker.
I would recommend.
Oh, of course. Continue.
I would recommend probably
Actually, I'll just leave that
a
up. I got a phone.
canteen, and definitely a canteen first. Hydration is super important.
So, canteen, good hat, and good footwear.
Yeah.
That's what I would first suggest. You're definitely going to spend on the footwear, but your feet will thank you. People try to skimp on footwear so much, and it's like, oh, well, brogans are uncomfortable. I'll wear like modern stuff that looks kind of similar. But if you get like a good pair of Missouri boot and shoes, like my officer boots are the best fitting piece of clothing I've ever owned.
Like, no, you
We're
never
good, Mark.
want to skimp ever on footwear. It's just not gonna do good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, after that, I would after a hat, shoes, and a canteen, a coat would
Yeah.
also be the next best thing to get.
I looked at doing cavalry and I got tested for cavalry and stuff, but I never went past that. And we've all been like trained on artillery.
Yeah, I kind of make a point to prove, or not a point to prove, but a point in the company to have everyone trained on artillery. That way we just kind of know more safety than anything.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, why is that artillery crew doing that? Like, well, okay, well, there's a gun open, they're not shooting, let's go storm them. But it's one of those things where it's like, oh, they had a malfunction, misfire, there's something going on with the piece. Like, yeah, no, they're doing that. We need to stay clear of that gun because it's potentially a hazard. Cavalry, not really. I don't think any of us have. I've definitely ridden a horse before, so.
Yeah, same here.
Rusty,
Yeah.
good job, man.
Yeah.
Proud of you. Proud of you already.
Company to the front. I think that's more up your alley.
So,
I just go where
Yeah.
I'm told.
so can you clear up the command company to the front? I follow it to the T, but I don't really understand its application in battle. Oh my god. See, this is the one that we never use unless it's like company into line.
Yeah.
Is that what you're referencing? Where you like, I'll use the chopstick of drill. So say you're moving this way in column, then you go company into line, and you're doing this. I believe that's what you're referencing. I could be wrong because I've never seen company to the front in a manual. You've made a meme for us as a token of gratitude. Oh, God. Feel free to send it to me on Facebook, man. I'm worried about this.
I mean, I love me a good meme, so.
Oh, yeah, he's the most memeable person in the company. It's hilarious.
I mean, I just enjoy looking at memes, and I think it's come out of my personality.
Probably.
Probably.
So, yeah, Wesley, if you can explain a little bit more. Hopefully my chopstick reference was enough for you. Hopefully. Oh, you did? Did I just not get it because my phone is being dumb?
Could be.
Because these do happen.
It does. Might have to reopen the app.
Yeah, probably.
Or it's just taking a while to get.
Or it is too. I mean,
yeah.
I should have gotten it. Wi-Fi is hooked up.
Weird.
Do.
Yeah, I can understand why. I know the U.S. government pushed for the $2 bill to be in circulation a little more than it is currently, but it's still a super rare bill to get. And as someone who just got done working in the service industry, nice. As someone
I
who worked
appreciate it.
in
Thank you.
the service industry, it's weird to see a $2 bill and be like, can I even cash this?
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so Wesley Cantrell, cool. Yeah, so Company in the Line is actually probably one of my favorite field maneuvers to do. The reason for it, it's kind of like with in Gods and Generals when it's like, it's much, it's easy to move from a line of battle into a column of fours,
Yeah.
but it's much harder to go from a column of fours into a line of battle kind of thing. So modern military terms being used here. So you're marching in column, and you have contact to the front. You only have 4 guys who can fire.
Yeah.
Well, it's better to bring 4 guys, say like you're a full strength company of 100. You can go from 4 guys to 100. That's going to make a little bit more sense. It's just a quick way to get fire or to present a front to the enemy and start returning fire if you're in contact.
Yeah.
Stupid question. Do you guys have to talk in character, or do you use dialogue in regular modern day conversations? In camps, that is.
We don't really do first person impressions.
Yeah, we
all
don't.
much.
Yeah, we don't do first person impression much.
Like we have different stuff to flesh out our characters.
Yeah, so we definitely have a first person persona, but we don't talk in like first person of the period.
Granted, it would be harder seeing as we come from Maine.
Yeah. Some units do that, and it's actually really cool to have done.
Especially if it's like done right.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But personally, I kind of enjoy it. It's a little fun to kind of get a little bit more of a feel.
Yeah.
We'll kind of do it if we, since Company D came from Maine, we'll kind of mess with the 20th Maine in our club, especially their captain, because their captain actually reenacts as the captain of that company. You're like, oh, hey, Captain Keen, here's a newspaper back from home in Rockland. Did you hear so and so's father died recently? And what?
How about the Democrat today? I'm not much of a Democrat, but they had a really good article today.
Yeah, so we'll do stuff like that. Hardtack. Thoughts? It's an issue. Ration.
Yeah.
Eat it. Use it.
It's really good baked in oil with a little bit of like brown sugar sprinkled on top. So good.
Yep. Soaking in water, fried in bacon fat. Put some brown sugar on it. Oh, yeah.
That's
some good stuff.
Thank you, Lane, for making that.
Yes, thank you. Our company bugler / cook. Second Sharpshooters was part of the first Corps at Antietam, right? Yes. Yes, they were.
Yeah. I once tried hardtack for...
I tried hardtack once. I didn't eat it for 2 days. After eating it, it messed me up bad, LOL. I don't think it was baked right. Yeah, sometimes hardtack, you can actually screw up baking hardtack, which is almost impossible, but it does happen. Besides Missouri Boot and Shoe, do you recommend any other sutlers for shoes? If you're looking for something entry level, just to get you by, Fugly, they're okay. But as far as I know right now, Missouri Boot and Shoe is really the only place to go.
If you want good footwear.
Sloppy Joes drink Powerade with grapes and make penis jokes. I mean, our company does the very last part of that all the time.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I mean, I make burgers at events. It's my little farb sort of thing to do.
Yeah, you do farb out with your burgers here and there.
Okay, most of my food I farb out on. Let's be real. But, I mean, as much as I want to be super authentic, I know my body. I know what my body likes in terms of food to keep me going for a weekend, especially when you're working super hard. So,
yeah,
if you need farbier food to keep yourself going, I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Your health should always be number one.
Oh, absolutely. So Chris Jackson, a very quick summary, was one of the few times the sharpshooters were actually deployed in line, not in skirmish. They were on the far end of the wheat field near the West Woods area. They definitely took some serious casualties. The adjutant, Lewis Parmerly, who was a lieutenant, was killed carrying back colors that he captured. Colonel A.V. Post was wounded and was no longer in command of the company, or of the regiment. They went up against the 7th South Carolina and hammered them heavily. They were on the other side of a fence, and I believe there was something like 56 dead Confederates that were solely due to the sharpshooters in that position. And I do believe they also went to ground at that point because they realized, okay, they know what we look like. They know what we're capable of. We need to make ourselves as small a targets as possible. Okay, another command I ran into at Resaca is retreat in good order like skirmish fighting, and unclear on skirmish fighting as a whole. So retreat in good order is definitely not the command. That's just one of those things where it's an anachronism.
It's a reenactors.
Yeah, if you are going to pull back a skirmish line, you would want to command either to retreat as skirmishers while firing. So it's advancing as skirmishers, so bang, bang, front line or back line moves forward, bang, and you leapfrog, but it's just reversed. Or you would just command about face and retreat march. Or you would just give a command to fall back.
Yeah.
Just to get the hell out of Dodge. Also, a rally command would be appropriate. Rally on the company, rally on the reserve, battalion, regiment, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And Andrew, not yet. I still need to. Really need to. It sounds absolutely amazing, though.
Nice one.
What did I just do?
Nice one.
Oh no. Help. I need an adult.
You are an adult.
I know. Sometimes when I want to be. Blessings upon you, children of Israel, but I must skedaddle. Save all my shit posting for later. Keep up the good work. Sounds like a good one, man. You have yourself a good one. Thanks for jumping in.
For farm food.
We had the worst experience. We went to a pizza place in our uniforms and came back with one of those brownie pies and just put it in our tent the next morning covered in ants. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard of that happening.
Hey, it's Jared.
Hey, what's going on, Jared?
We are still hanging out. I've been here since like Friday.
Yeah, Friday evening. So I haven't killed him yet, Jared, so he's still in one piece.
For now. The night's still young.
You did miss the joke earlier, so I have some cedar blocks restoring my gear away for the winter, and we were like smelling it, and someone's like, "Oh, is the first sergeant keeping you guys stocked up?" And we're like, "Does this mean we're sniffing this first sergeant's wood?" And we just immediately dropped him. We haven't done it since till now.
Yeah, it smells good though. I mean,
yeah,
it's got a nice woody smell to it.
It's wood. I would hope it has a woody smell. Last question. Do you guys ever wear earplugs or something similar? I am not too keen on loud noises, but if my ancestors could do it, so can I. I've never worn earplugs.
Yeah. There was a time I should have, and that's when I had a bilateral ear infection.
Yeah.
But I still didn't. It's messed up my hearing, but nah, I've never worn earplugs on the field.
Yeah. Best thing you can do, cotton balls.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
What big guy? I'm having
Trouble finding clothes like a military vest. Where should I go? I wouldn't, per Purcell Arthur, I actually wouldn't do a military vest. I would actually look for something more civilian. The military never issued vests or waistcoats to soldiers.
Yeah.
That all would have been private purchased. Civilian vests, though, are definitely underrepresented. So if you can find a good civilian one, off the top of my head, like Quartermaster Shop, I guess, would be a good place to start.
I think Fall Creek had some good civilian vests.
Well, they get all their stuff from Quartermaster.
Fair enough.
So.
Yeah.
And yeah, Jared.
Yeah.
Yeah, since Friday, it feels like 6 months already.
No, it's been a good time. I got a full clean kit now, so mission accomplished.
Yeah. Yeah, and Jared brings up a good point. Earplugs are nice, but you can't hear anything going on around you.
Yeah. Like with Colt.
Oh, Colt. Granted, he actually has tinnitus, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Refuse to lie.
But, all right. You have a good one, Rusty. Keep up the good questions, man. Appreciate being able to give stuff. Chris Jackson. What was the situation of sharpshooter-specific uniforms and equipment following initial issue? So their green uniforms were issued only a handful of times, especially the frock coats. So more times than not, sharpshooters would have been seen wearing blue or green trousers, a blue fatigue blouse, and a green cap. Later, especially late war, late 64, 65, they wore anything they could get their hands on. Civilian mixed with military uniforms, stuff like that.
They were raggedy. They did not have much in the way of uniformity by the end of it.
Yeah, the only way you could really tell they were sharpshooters was their corps badge and their sharps rifle.
And
that was the easiest way.
The green cover.
Yeah, it's very seldom. Was in the artillery and couldn't wear them. You can still hear fine. Yeah, my grandpa, towards the latter half of his service in the Marines, was in the artillery, and he hears mostly just fine. What is your favorite period-correct game to play in camp? Mine's checkers.
What's the one with the dice and the little board we have?
Oh my god.
Jared.
Chuck-a-Luck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The betting game.
Yeah. Yeah, Chuck-a-Luck.
Yeah.
By far. That's fun, because things can change so quickly in that game.
Like...
Or cribbage. Granted, I love cribbage in general, so...
Like, the captain here... It was either the captain or Sireling bet pistol, and I won it.
Yeah, that was my pistol. It's like, yeah, you're not getting my pistol.
I think I also won a pocket watch in that bet as well.
Yep.
I also have a big, like, giant wad of
cash.
Yeah, period correct cash.
Yeah.
I gained from that game. It was a good game.
Oh, excuse me.
They're still trying to find all the cash.
I'm back in a second. Keep up the good fight. Keep them at bay.
Will do. The chaos is coming. So, what other questions do you guys got? I've never really played cribbage myself. I'm not the best person to probably ask about it. Okay, I do not cheat for Sergeant. I just roll the dice in a very obscure way that makes it look like I cheat, okay? It's not actually cheating. Euchre, I'm bad with pronouncing things. Was a game, and we have played it before. As for War of Rights, I haven't bought it just yet, but I do want to get War of Rights at some point. We do have company reserved as well, so.
Okay, sorry. Had to go check, make sure the toilet was still there. It is. We're good. We're in good shape.
Worst thing you've left behind? Brogans and my cover before a march.
Yeah.
Our bivouac. That's
worst thing I've left behind for an event. I mean, our last event of the season, one of our corporals left their rifle at home.
Oh, yeah.
Hardaway left their rifle.
Yeah.
Luckily, we had a spare. Worst thing I've left was my tent poles. However, it was a event about 10 minutes from my house at the time, so I just went back home and grabbed them.
I got about 20 minutes from home one time and realized I forgot my canteen at home, so I quickly turned around before I got farther.
Ever have had no idea what we were doing, but did friggin' amazing? Oh yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. I get some stupid luck.
Somehow.
Cribbage was fairly popular. Rules were slightly different during the war. It's a card game with a game board. Yeah.
We're also glad to see First Sergeant Cap.
Oh yeah, we're always glad to see him.
All right, well, see. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, have a good one, Wesley. Glad to be seen. You're a sharpshooter, shouldn't you not be seen, Jared?
Like, that's just being a bad first sergeant. Okay, I can't say that.
Yeah, it's like,
I can't say that
he
even
will
as a
strike
joke.
you down.
I can't say that even as a joke. First sergeant is an amazing first sergeant that we all love and cherish.
Furious anger.
I will strike thee down with righteous and furious anger.
Let's see what else. So yeah, probably about 8 more minutes. We'll probably get off stream here since we've been going for almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's 2 hours we can't get back because of you guys. Just kidding.
Shame.
We love you guys.
Need a little bill. Shame. Shame. Ring ring.
Hell yeah, Luke.
That's cool.
Shane Evans. Shane here from the 11th US. Where do you guys get your leather satchel from that you were showing off in the other video? The officer's haversack? Is that what you're referencing?
I feel like that would be.
I would run and grab it, but it's out in my truck right now.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, you have a good one. Thanks for the awesome questions, man. Appreciate it.
Ever had political opinions on the battlefield?
On the battlefield? No. Besides, like, you're a Confederate, go die.
Yeah.
You know, the usual.
Though there is that one guy, the really weird one.
Yeah, there's a weird guy who mixes up Rev War and he'll yell, like, Tories go home and, like, stop raping people and stuff like that. It's like, dude, it's time and place. Come on.
It's weird.
That's about the closest it's gotten.
But normally people keep their political opinions to the camps, pretty much.
Even then, though, like,
yeah.
almost all of us in the unit, we don't really get into modern politics all that much, besides, like, stupid stuff.
Yeah. And even then, it's like, we'll talk about it for, like, half an hour.
Yeah, very briefly. And it's more, like, how it's going to affect certain aspects of, like, reenacting. So, it's nothing too crazy.
Or just personal life. Mods.
Oh, yeah, so Shane, that one is my officer's haversack. I got that one from Paul Lopez, who runs American Civil War knapsacks. I think at the time it was like a $165 for it, something like that. But it's nice. I absolutely love it. Definitely suggest it to anyone. So.
The farthest south we go is Chehalis at the moment.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Northern Oregon.
Yeah.
I'd love to do some events down in California and stuff like that, but for us, it's just...
It's a long drive.
Yeah, between work and all that, and some of us are, you know, poor college students. It's just not feasible at the moment, but maybe eventually we'll be able to hit some in California.
Like, we're thinking about doing normal Oregon events again, getting a little further south, so one day, hopefully.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Just realized. cool. It's cool.
Yeah, the original politics of the company was hilarious because it was about even between Republican and Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you stop doing that? It's so weird when you're the only one.
Didn't sniff it too.
I'm not gonna sniff anything you've had your hands on.
Wow.
Whoa, that is one hell of a name.
DuckTales
Resident Evil Fan 2019. Awesome name.
Yeah.
Excuse me, how do I use videos with fair use? I like taking or I make YTPS back then. I stopped making them because I'm worried about copyright. As long as you acknowledge any source material that isn't yours, it's kind of like, citing your sources. As long as you put it like in your YouTube videos, or like music or anything like that, like, hey, this is not my music using it. This is copyright.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. I'm not using this for my own gain. YouTube's pretty forgiving with that as long as it's sourced.
Like a lot of YouTubers will put the fair use laws at the very start of their video or at the end or some point within it.
Yeah.
To let people know, I'm using stuff as fair use.
Yeah. As long as you're acknowledging it's not your stuff.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on high cost of gear on the guys starting in the hobby? So, I think people could definitely splurge a little bit on some gear. Footwear, for sure, definitely needs to be one of those things that you should spend some money on.
Yeah.
But, little by little, add to it. You don't need to just go out and sink, a couple grand into an impression that you may not actually end up doing. You might actually kind of feel like, oh, this unit's not really for me. I want to do Union or Confederate, or
I want to switch to a different.
I don't want to do normal Federal. I want to do Zouave, or I don't want to do Zouave. I want to do normal Federal. Stuff like that. So it's just one of those things that people should take their time, add to it little by little, but definitely spend the money on the good stuff. In fact, Jared just said it right. Buy once, cry once.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you can sell it, and it still retains its value. It's like buying a Toyota.
Yeah.
Like, it'll retain its value. It'll go down a little bit, but not much.
Oh, yeah.
It's stuff like that, so.
Definitely, as long as you keep care of it, or take care of it, too.
Oh, yeah. Treat your stuff right and keep the proper maintenance.
Yeah.
Jesus, Jesse, do you not know how to spell my name? What's going on, man? I gotta give you hell anytime I can. And Andrew, nice. Yeah. Once you get your Whitworth, love to see more about that. Favorite type of ignition on your target rifles? Regular nipple and hammer, underhammer, mule ear on the side. There really wasn't a certain type used by Company D. It was whatever was their personal preference. Think just normal, side hammer was used. I know underhammers were fairly popular at the time just because they were different. As well as kind of the mule ear ones, kind of like the Colt Root rifles and pistols. My favorite, though, is just standard. It's easy to maintain, easy to work on.
Yeah.
I like simplicity when it comes to that. So yeah, we'll probably go for 15 minutes more. Yeah. I said 5:30, but we got some good questions. I don't want to shortchange you guys. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right, man.
That's awesome.
Forgot that you're going to or moving.
What's up? Currently the ceiling.
Yeah, my ceiling. Yeah, little by little.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can do it money-wise,
do it once you're comfortable with the unit.
Yeah,
and you know you want to.
If you want to buy all your stuff at once, make sure you have a financial cushion.
Yeah.
I've definitely have done that before, and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Does anyone make a replica of the Colt revolving rifle? No. Sadly, because I want one. Palmetto Arms did do one, but it was only 44 caliber. It was 6 inches short. It was not the 56 like the true one. I mean, they could have done 58 or like 54. I would be happy with a 54.
Yeah.
But sadly, nothing of it. And Civil War Medic, no, I don't have a Colt root. I wish. I know a guy who has one, and he wants to reenact out here with us for an event and bring it. And he's like, I'll let you use it. Really? Really? Have I been a good boy? I've been a good boy. I get to use a Colt root. But, no, sadly. Once I'm rich and powerful after playing the lottery and winning it, I'll buy a Colt root.
Yes, we all will.
Hell, I'll buy us all Colt roots. They'll all be originals. That's actually terrifying to think of. Yes, you do, Luke, and I'm so jealous of you still. I want it. Or one. How about that? I want one. Or a star. I want a star. If anyone has a star revolver, double action, message me. Message me. Please. Have you ever seen a star revolver?
I have not.
Then shut your mouth and stop shaking your head.
I just don't know why I put up with you for 5 years now.
Because you enjoy it. You're like-minded like me. So. See, I've been recommending to our new recruits that they get their muskets with their tax returns this winter since we're not debuting in the field until May. Yeah. Tax returns were a great time to buy gear.
Oh, yeah.
Like, screw getting a tattoo. Get a rifle.
Granted, I want to get a tattoo. You still need to send me the design for Company
For
B.
this one?
Yeah.
Never. It's mine. You can never have it.
I want to put it on the left side so it's close to my heart. Ow!
Huh, weird. Must have come from the sky.
Yeah.
What was that?
Okay.
What was that? I don't know what that was. Luke, thank you. I appreciate it. That's right, you listen to the Chopstick of Justice. It has a name.
I thought it was the chopstick of drill.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Just got a Colt Dragoon as a gift. What's your thoughts on the pistol? They're an awesome pistol. For me, they're just a little too heavy. They're a big pistol. But yeah, I mean, they're fun to shoot. I've shot a Colt Dragoon live before, and they're great. Hey, what's going on, Alden? Oh, excuse me.
I feel that.
Stop yawning.
No.
Stop it.
No. Gonna keep yawning.
Oh, Andrew, nice. It's a good collection, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so this is how it feels like to wait for chat.
Yeah. It's never a bad thing.
Yeah.
Nicole has a Colt Walker. Good God. That thing is a beast of a pistol. He finally saw his first Colt Walker in person yesterday. Since I took him out to get his cleaning kit for his Sharps and stopped by a local hunting store, and they have black powder pistols. And good for you carrying that thing around.
Thing's massive.
And forgive me, I assume, Nicole, you're a girl? So you're really packing some heat.
I mean, they're sneaky brown though.
You're carrying a bigger pistol than I am. Maybe in more ways than one.
Now you're gonna make me yawn.
You shut up over there.
Nope.
I have a 36 Colt Navy. It's a 1861. Then I have a 44 1858. Question: what is the greatest Bruce Springsteen album, and why is it Nebraska? Honestly, I can't say I've really listened to Bruce Springsteen all that much, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with you and agree it's Nebraska.
Yeah.
Because it is. Because you said so. That's why.
Exactly.
Ethan, I'll send you pics of my walker for your buddy with correct stampings. Oh, please do. Please do.
And a Remington. Oh, that's.
Oh yeah, the mainspring snap. It's the most disheartening thing ever.
That sucks. Remingtons have great pistols.
Let's talk about the revolver.
Yeah, I know.
The one I carry.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying.
Okay.
It's a great
Just
pistol.
making sure.
It's a great pistol, okay?
Can't say I've ever had a mainspring snap in a pistol though. It could actually be the tension screw. Might have been too tight. Because I have had one once that had a crack in it after I really reefed the tension screw down. So, could be a part of the problem.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, it had like a hairline crack like halfway through the mainspring. It's not fun.
Agree.
Don't judge me.
You welcome judgment, okay?
Favorite Union marching song in Confederates? I mean, I like Marching Through Georgia for the Union. Yeah, it's an awesome song. And then Confederate.
For me,
I actually like the Confederate version of the Battle Cry of Freedom.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I just do.
I personally prefer to use Where Did You Sleep Last Night as a marching song.
Yeah, shut up. It's a camp song. It's 55 grains of 3F in the Walker, almost as much as the Sharps. Yeah, I've actually seen a guy load 60 in his Sharps before, or in his Walker before, and it sounded like a cannon going off. Interesting. If I ever shoot a Walker live, I'll use 40 and see how that works.
Yeah.
So I use what, 20? No, 44, and it does just fine. Use like 15 and a 36. So, sounds about right.
Yeah. I feel like Bonnie Buffet can get overplayed a little bit.
Yeah, it can definitely get overdone, but it's still a solid one.
Wait, no. Goober peas. Or beans, or whatever. Ah!
I have another one.
I'm just saying, it gets overplayed a lot.
Hate that song. I hate goober peas.
So do I.
No other. Don't mention it. You don't bring this evil in that hat, or you don't bring that evil in this house. If you spray painted a spud gun black, would it count as a cannon? No. No, not to me. It wouldn't. Ears Gone by Makes Good. Walker Molds. Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Alright guys, so we got about 5 more minutes and then we'll be hopping off.
Captain did shave.
Yes, Captain did shave, sadly.
It was weird seeing him on Friday without it.
It'll be coming back. I just gotta be baby-faced for a little bit. I look like I'm 12.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
That's very true. You guys got any more oddball questions to ask us?
Yeah, I mean, you guys got 4 minutes. Ask us weird, oddball, personal questions, I guess.
Because it's
Why do you hate goober peas? Because our 20th main unit in our club plays it at least, like, they'll sing it 3 times a night.
Yeah.
Every night. Friday night, Saturday night, 3-day event, Sunday night. It just gets old. They do the same songs in the same order, so it just...
I mean, granted, there's not a lot more songs that they really can play from the period, but still...
Yeah, or like they'll do Hard Times Come Again No More as like a really happy song, or Loch Lomond as a really happy song. It's like those are supposed to be like sorrowful songs. Like it's supposed to like tug at your heartstrings.
Love the 20th, but their singing choices aren't always the greatest.
The Dan Wesson Model 722 has a changeable barrel on a 357 frame, and have to watch the barrel to see the round goes off because you can't feel it recoil. How do we best honor our meme lord and savior, Harambe?
You just gotta have your dick out all the time.
Yeah, dick's out for Harambe.
All,
you know?
24/7, 365.
Rest in peace, Harambe. Boxers, briefs, or cotton drawers?
I normally go with briefs.
Or cotton drawers. I like boxer briefs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm rocking right now.
Yeah. Same here. They're comfortable. They don't like hug anything in a weird way.
You know, they keep things close, but not close enough.
Yeah.
Where it's confined, constricting. I'd have to agree with that.
Yeah.
Boxers, you know, if it's a really hot day, wearing some shorts.
Or if I'm like
boxers are a good choice.
If I'm like down to the last couple pairs of underwear in my drawer to laundry, it's like, okay, I'll wear them.
No, you look more like a whitey tighty kind of person.
No, I hate whitey tighties, man.
Yeah, sure you do.
Okay, well, yeah.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, you too, Grant. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah. Hopefully we can make some work, Grant.
Yeah.
Be a lot of fun.
No.
See, what was it? My Lorenz could kick your Sharp's butt any day.
No.
I mean, it depends. Again, it's all in the application. It's all in the application. Granted, I do love Lorenz's, so...
What's the stupidest question you've come across? Asking what a toothpaste is? Or favorite toothpaste?
Hold on. Where? When answering questions to viewers, what's the stupidest question you've come across? Honestly, there really hasn't been one. Like, even when I say, like, hey, ask weird off-the-wall personal questions, like, I really don't care. I think there was one, it must have been a troll, honestly, and it was just like, do you like licking your own butthole or something like that? I'm like, no. Who would?
I have never commandoed at an event. I never want to.
Have you ever? Oh yeah, I've commandoed at events all the time. Like when I first started, didn't have drawers. Absolutely, I've commandoed. Like, no shame in it. Sometimes in my personal life, I'll commando it. Usually, it's because I've been too busy to do my own laundry, but yeah, just gotta suffer through it. That zipper starts grinding a little bit. You just gotta power through. It's just for my own fun, and yes, it's heavy. And it makes big smoke clouds. I use 60 grains. Also, chat seems to be about a minute ahead of the vid. Sorry. Oh, it's all good. It happens. Like, yeah, you're cool. You're actually pretty cool because you carry a walker. So.
Oh, at a reenactment?
No, as in at a reenactment. Is that a real fire? Do you really sleep here?
Is that a real baby?
Yeah, is that a real baby? One of our civilians in our civilian corps had a baby once, and someone asked if it was a real baby. And, like, granted, she played it off cool. She goes, nope, it just cries, eats, and shits like one, though.
Do you guys fire real bullets?
Yep, that's also a good one.
Do you guys fire, like, anything out of your,
Do you guys use paintballs? No, we don't. Shut up. That's when you ask them, what is paintball? What does a paintball you speak of?
I've never heard of a paintball.
Yeah. All right, guys. So it is 5:45. We've been going for like 2 hours and 15 minutes. So we're gonna jump off. But it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's great having this goober with me. And yes, I will definitely try to be better about actually getting live streams out.
No, you won't.
Shut up over there. Yeah, things are easing down for me, school-wise. So like I've got my rhythm for school and work down. So we'll definitely be able to do this a lot more. But anyways, it's been great having you guys along. Thanks for the awesome questions, the weird ones, everything like that. I'm actually probably gonna start naming these streams, or like have a stream name. Thinking like stories from the skirmish line or something like that.
Yeah.
Off the skirmish line, kind of a little tip of the hat to
Indian Idol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the Great War, stuff like that. And it might actually kind of set a like parameters, I guess, through the stream. So like first half hour is this, second half hour is this, last 10 minutes can just be weird, off the wall, random questions.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So till that all happens, we'll just keep doing it this way. But anyways, you guys have a great night. It was awesome having you. Thank you so much for everyone in the chat. It's always a lot of fun. I love doing this with you guys. His first time actually doing something serious like this, and kind of sucks we live across the state from each other.
Well, I mean, it was the first time.
Yeah, there was the first time. It wasn't that great.
Yeah,
But,
it didn't turn out well.
yeah.
But it's what it is.
Yeah. So anyways, you guys have a good one. Everyone who's sent me pictures so far, like Luke, I'll look at those and get back to you guys here who have messaged me. Later.